Mark Twain Lake FishingIntel.com presents your monthly expert roundtable. Mark Twain Lake FishingIntel.com is your premium resource for your up-to-date fishing reports and videos to help you find the fish faster and become a better Mark Twain Lake angler. Multi-species include catfish, crappie, and bass. To view this month's roundtable, go to MarkTwainLakeFishingIntel.com and stay up to date on everything fishing here at Mark Twain Lake. This month's roundtable is brought to you by 154 Marine, west of Perry on 154 Highway. They're your official Skeeter Yamaha, Avalon Pontoons, and Excel Boat dealer here at Mark Twain Lake. If you're looking for a great family-owned business that treats you like family, check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They're your full-service shop, including batteries and accessories. So you can stop by or check them out at 154marine.com or give them a call, 573-565-2052. And don't forget to check out the Hunting Corner in Monroe City, Missouri, located in the Mark Twain Shopping Center, where all your hunting, fishing, and lawn care needs can be met. They are also your Red Max and Bad Boy lawnmower dealer. They have a full line of guns, ammo, and archery gear, along with all the rods, reels, and the latest fishing gear. Give them a call at 573-735-5406, or you can check them out at thehuntingcorner.com. Hey, and don't forget to stop by Rooster's Bar and Grill, conveniently located on Highway J, 3 miles north of Cannon Dam. If you're looking for great food, great atmosphere with family and friends, look no further than Rooster's Bar and Grill. Not only do they got great food, they've got shuffleboard, pool tables, and much more. So stop in while you're here at the lake and make some new friends at Rooster's Bar and Grill. And the Junction Restaurant, located in Perry, Missouri, Highway 19 and 154. If you're looking for steak, chicken, pasta, and more, check out the Junction Restaurant in Perry, Missouri. So let's start the show.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to our May roundtable, and we're over here at Roosters. Great place to have it. Got some good food. What you guys had tonight?
A beer.
You had beer.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger, Coke beer.
Tea.
You had tea, and I had a cheeseburger as well. So we got a lot to talk about this week. We've had a pretty weird kind of spring as far as weather goes. We're gonna get into some crappie and some bass, touch on some catfish and all that good stuff. But I've got Keith Williams, Mark Twain Guide Service over here. He's been doing a lot of bass fishing lately.
Yeah, been on the water quite a bit, bass fishing. Not much crappie fishing this year. I got kind of a strange year going on for myself right now.
We got Keith Hendricks, longtime bass tournament angler here at Mark Twain Lake, knows his stuff. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it. And he's been on a couple other roundtables throughout the last couple of years as well. We got myself, Jason with Strike 3 Fishing Guide Service, and we got Zeke Broughton with Three Forks Guide Service, and we got Dennis with Northeast Missouri Angler, and we just got a heck of a show going on tonight. So, we're gonna want to thank 154 Marine and the Hunting Corner for being our title sponsor. If you're looking for a Skeeter, Excel, or Avalon pontoon, check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They're out west of town on 154 Highway. Check with Charlie, Sonny, or Corey. They'll be glad to take care of you. Great customer service, family-oriented business. You got a Skeeter?
Yep.
You got a Skeeter?
Got one.
I got a Skeeter. He's got a Nitro, which is a good boat, and then he's got a Skeeter too. He just bought one from 154 as well.
Yeah,
So,
and I can tell you that they're really good about taking care of you. You're out there on a day fishing, and if you can get it back over to them right quick. I broke my pole cable the other day, and Corey had me up and going in probably 20 minutes.
right.
You know, so
Yeah, they don't mess around. I know I had hit a stump with my lower unit a couple, 3 weeks ago on a guide trip, and we were starting the trip, and I called Corey and said, here's what it sounds like, FaceTimed him, and he's like, oh, that ain't good. So we got it back on the trailer, and he said, I'll send another boat out, and They sent me a 2021 ZXR, and Keith actually delivered it.
Yep.
I think Brandon ended up
My
buying
son-in-law and his dad ended up buying that boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
But I got to use that boat for a week until they got mine fixed, so awesome people.
You purchased a boat from them, and they're gonna go out of their way to help you.
It doesn't matter whether it's new or
For
used.
sure.
I mean, I bought it, it only has 76 hours on it, but it's used.
Right.
And I took it, it set last year, an older guy had it. It said, I took it out the first time and just kicked it in gear and was idling, and I smelled it, overheating light came on. I noticed it wasn't peeing water. So I called Charlie up and I said, man, I'm gonna be on the water, I'm supposed to be on the water tomorrow, you know. He's like, bring it out here. I took it out there. 45 minutes later, he had put a new water pump in it, changed the water unit, checked it out, you're good to go.
And it doesn't matter if it's a bass boat, a ski boat, a pontoon boat, they will take care of you right now.
Absolutely. So, you know, if you're in the market for a boat, check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They'll be glad to help you out with that and all that good stuff. Really appreciate them. They've been with the Intel ever since we started, and all that good stuff. The hunting corner in Monroe City, Missouri, Nick and the boys over there have a great hunting and tackle store. They got everything fishing, hunting. They got bad boy lawnmowers. They've got
A lot of archery stuff.
archery
Got in
stuff.
there too.
Yep, archery, guns.
Mowers.
Like I said, bad boy lawnmowers. They got all kinds of, you know, weed eaters, everything. You know, small. You know, they do small engine repair. So they're in the Mark Twain Shopping Center. They're in Monroe City. So if you're coming to the area and you know you like to hunt, you need a bow, gun, you like to fish, obviously. They got rods, reels, minnows. They got your spinner baits in there, I believe. Mark Twain
Stuff
Lure
in there,
Company.
yep.
They got about anything you want. So really appreciate them being on board as well since the Intel started. I think 3 years ago now. So thanks to Nick and everybody over there at the hunting corner. Let's just kind of get right into it. Let's get into the crappie spawn. It's come and gone pretty much.
It was none and
Gone
void.
before it started.
It's none and void, none and void.
That spawn, that shallow bite was
Not there.
not there. It was spotty
Hit
at
and miss
best.
at best.
Yeah, you know, I was taking trips and it was taking, you know, 5 hours to get 15 fish on the bank, you know, running banks. But I know Keith, you were out a little bit.
It's the same way for me. I just don't think they went to the banks this year. I think they stayed on small
Right.
streets.
You know, because, you know,
Good for us.
the reason for that, I think we had all this high water. The weather temperature was crazy.
It was abnormally cool.
Yep.
You know.
You know, we had that warm front, first part of April.
It looked really good, yeah.
It looked really good, and then we got the rains come in and cool everything down. Water temperature, not on drive for early April, got up to 68, 70 really quick,
Yeah.
and then it calmed back down with all the rains. But the water got high, then it was coming down. It was going to set up pretty good
Yeah.
towards the end of April, and then we had another big rain.
Boom.
And then cold fronts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
That
nights
cold front really hit
darn near, you know, freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
Down 30,
Yeah.
32 degrees at night for several nights a week.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was wild.
Yeah.
But the crappie lately, I know Zeke and I had a group trip last week. You kind of want to go over what we kind of did, Zeke?
Yeah.
As far as where we targeted and the baits and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got out last Monday, and I done decided that the fish bite on the bank was none and void. So I knew that the fish was going to be in a transition period from the bank to their summer pattern. Well, depends on what part of the lake you're fishing, that transition period areas can change. More down on the dam end, towards the dam, you see the fish summer pattern is main lake bluffs on the timber, schooled up. That's typical bite. Now you go up more towards the rivers, you're going to find all them fish not on the bluffs. You're going to find them fish in 10 to 20 foot of water on flats with timber. And I went up there pre-fished 3 areas, was out for 2 hours, checked 3 spots for that trip. Jason, I had 5 guys and I had 20 fish in 2 hours. Didn't keep no fish, just catch and release, and was just getting some spots lined out for that following Saturday. We went out and they were right where I left them. Ended up 27 fish and 1 white bass on the flat, and went back there today with my father-in-law, and we put together 28 fish in 4 hours on the same exact, only one of the 3 spots we fished, and the fish were roaming and they were on the timber. If you could get a fish to sit still that's roaming or on the timber and get that fish bright, get the jig bright, it's over. It's over. As long as you have that bait bright and that fish bright, it's like you got a 99% chance you're going to catch that fish.
Right.
And right now, I don't think color, the jig, the
Hair jig,
profile,
plastic, or anything.
nothing matters. If you put it right on their head, it's 99%
Yep.
chance. I don't think anything matters. I could tie on
Cigarette butt.
a cigarette butt and catch a fish.
React
It's-
like-
You put it on his head.
Bass react like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bass don't work that way.
Exactly.
If you know, and the thing is, some fish today, some of the bigger fish we had were a little finicky, and there was a couple big fish that didn't bite. They would just follow, get them out of the tree, get their attention, just kind of keep raising up that rod real slow and keep them interested, to get 3 feet from the top. Okay, I'm not interested. So that tells me right now we're in the middle of the Mark Twain. If you don't have minnows in the boat, you're not going to catch any fish. We're just about to that summer warm water temperature. When the water today was at 70 degrees, once it gets much above 70, the jig bite's going to be none and void, and it's going to be all minnows, and you'll catch fish. That's everybody knows that on Mark Twain summertime. Minnow bite is hot, a lot better than a jig.
And I know we've been throwing hair jigs more than
Yeah.
classics lately.
Yeah.
You know, and where he's talking is up on the north end, up past 107 ramp and all that's been producing better fish. Seems like in the South Fork, North Fork, in the Middle Fork a little bit.
Yeah, I think right now if you can get on any flat, I checked them 3 flats in North Fork. If you check the flat, get on the timber, you're going to find the fish.
Well, what I'm seeing too is they're not every flat's got them. It's very hit and miss. You can't just pull up the flat pull timber, you know, even up on the north.
Yeah, and you got to cover a lot of water. It's one fish here, boom, you might stick a fish here and you may go 80 yards before you see another crappie that's of size to catch.
Right.
Seen a lot of fish today, 9 inchers. Just went on by them, didn't even bother them.
Right.
I was just targeting bigger fish today.
But the bigger fish are eating if you can get the bait on their head.
Yep, yep.
And I was down here at the lower end this week, or actually yesterday, last 2 or 3 days, just looking around. I was in Dry Fork today, and that place is dry.
That's what I
That's an
told you.
understatement. So
So it's living up to its name.
Yeah,
Finally
absolutely.
run out of
It's
fish.
dry.
Yeah,
dried up.
It's gone.
Unless you want shade.
I had a pretty good spring up there as far as guide trips. I mean, a lot of my cork and bite was up there early, not necessarily on the bank, but on some pole timber out on some flats up there. Then later in the day and the first part of April, the fish would get stacked up on the pole timber. You can flip the cork up there about, the jig 12, 18 inches below, and you can pop some good fish. But the last couple days I've been up there, I've been from the front to the back. It's dry. A lot of the fish I'm seeing, like on these bluff walls down, I've been checking some bluffs just to check them, and they're all. If you see the big schools of fish, just move on because they're all absolutely dinks.
Yeah. Yeah. When I went out Monday and pre-fished and caught them fish, then I went out Thursday with a buddy of mine to fish the lower end of the lake because Jason thought we might have taken the trip on that end of the lake. I'm gonna go down there and fish. I covered a lot of water before I got into one area in the back of Pigeon on a cedar flat, and I had 13 fish in about 2 hours. But I covered a lot of water to even find a fish to catch.
Right.
That upper end right now is producing
Nice fish.
a lot more fish size, and
Isn't that odd how that's so much different than the bass?
The bass side.
Well, Mark Twain,
It's
he
a
wants size
complete
go west.
reversal of what
With the bass side.
it just is.
the complete opposite almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try to figure out why it's like that. We we've got opinions, but
Yep.
the fish just don't respond or they're
Right.
not there west. You know?
West is mud.
I know, a lot of
Dash
siltation.
don't like mud.
Everybody's like, what kind of water do you like catching crappie? And Zeke, I said, I want the muddiest water you can find. What's the #1 fishing lake in the country? Grenada Lake. And it looks like you had dumped literally Nesquik chocolate milk
Yeah.
in the lake, and it's that whole color.
Yep.
It almost looks red from the mud. I mean, you get there, half-inch visibility. Oh, this is just a complete waste of time. Giants.
Right.
I've heard that.
Shallow, muddy water, white crappie.
Yeah.
Love shallow, muddy water.
You know, in the crappie tournaments that's been going on, they got the FX Crappie Series, and they got the Eastern Missouri Crappie Clubs, had a couple tournaments, I think. And it's taken, I think, 6 high
Six
fives,
pounds.
maybe
High
I think it
six,
took
low
6 in the
Six is
FX.
one with,
That's
Yeah.
a 5 fish limit.
That's a
now,
5 fish
right?
limit.
fire now,
So-
instead of 7.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the crappie tournaments, I mean, usually they were used to years ago, 11, 12 pounds with 7 fish, but
I think Mo Vets was 6'4".
But that was with 10 fish.
that was with 10 fish, yeah. I talked to John Brewer, he told me, yeah. But, these 5 fish limits are taken, if you're in the 5s, I think you're pretty much getting checked, maybe mid-5s, and then if you're hitting
Come out with 5
hitting 6 or 6 or
Yeah,
better, you gotta
that's
get
it.
shot.
That's it. That's my saying. If you can come to the ramp with 5 fish, 12 inches and better, you got a chance at least collecting some kind of money.
Yep.
Now, if you got a 2-pound kicker, you just got yourself first place.
And there was a 2-pound, 262, wasn't it?
67, wasn't it?
Something
Yeah.
like that, caught at the FX last weekend.
Yeah.
I think they got one more crappie tournament left, and then they got a championship.
Yep.
And what surprised me was the big names really weren't in the hunt.
No.
You know, I mean, they were there,
Right.
but they weren't top 3 like they always are.
Yep.
You know,
So,
usually in the crappie tournaments, you take 4 names and throw up there, and it's usually 1 through 4. Just rearrange the names for tournaments.
Yep.
That wasn't like, it hasn't been like that this year.
right.
Nope. The bite is very, 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 very scattered and
Yeah.
very spot specific right
Well, I think what that is you gotta figure, okay, the lake, I was looking back at my notebook, the lake has not been in the condition it's in now since 2019. We have more water in the lake on average so far in the spring than we had since 2019. Since 20 to 25, the lake has been low. 21 to 25, it's real low. So if you're thinking you're gonna go out and catch this crappie like you have the last 4 years, you're not. Because they're not patterned the same because of water, just strictly water level.
Right.
It's changed, you gotta look back at what you did back pre-2000. You're gonna have better luck doing that than you will doing what you did last year.
Right. Right. And we got something new on the intel that I've kind of put together, is these game plans for crappie, bass, and catfish. And since we've been here for, I think, 3 years, I went in and I took all the crappie reports in May, and I did an analysis of them, and picked out the high points and what everything had in common. And then we put together like a game plan for the month of May for crappie. And so that's a good guideline to kind of go by if you're coming to Mark Twain Lake right now. Check them game plans out. I've got one for bass in the month of May. I've got one for catfish. So we're going to do those every month, and then probably every week or so, we'll have, depending on what the weather conditions are, how to target, certain crappie or bass or catfish certain times of the year. So that's another next level intel we got, that I can go back to all the fishing reports and get that information, put together one nice big game plan, so to speak, for everybody. So if you haven't went to the website, check them out, and I think you're going to really like them. But yeah, the crappie fishing is just spotty right now.
And one
They are where you find them mostly.
And what I
Yep.
wanted to touch on is when you find the fish, it's 1 fish here, 1 fish there.
You got to move.
It's not 5 on a tree. If you find anything more on a tree, they're small. I mean, today we seen 1
Well,
tree.
you'll have one good one and then they'll get smaller.
Yep.
And I never even seen that.
No.
Like,
I was finding 1 to 3.
one good
Usually
one.
had one real good one and then The other ones were the 9.5.
I'd see one good one, and she's just a straight tree. There's only
Yeah.
one fish there.
I was
And
up,
that's what I like, and that's money.
I was up in Little Indian today, took my brother up there, he's been from Texas and never been on live scope, so we went to Dry Fork, nothing, went to a couple other spots up in Lake Creek, nothing. I mean, it was bone dry, nothing to even drop down on with a bunch of dinks, so I went up to Little Indian, found a flat up there, and one pocket up there. It's worth 6 or 7 fish every time I go up there lately. Big fish were bigger fish, singles, sitting on a tree, either the top of the tree or, you know, that 10, 12 foot water range. But you drop down on them, you catch the good one, then you might as well leave and move on to the next one. But it's just, you gotta move.
You gotta keep moving, keep that live scope on the water, and just keep moving, and keep searching, just keep scanning. They're there. They're just scattered.
So on the outlook coming up, here we are, you know, towards the end of May, first part of June. What do you guys think?
154 Marine, west of Perry on 154 Highway. They're your official Skeeter Yamaha, Avalon Pontoons, and Excel Boat dealer here at Mark Twain Lake. If you're looking for a great family-owned business that treats you like family, check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They're your full-service shop, including batteries and accessories. So you can stop by or check them out at 154marine.com or give them a call, 573-565-2052. And don't forget to check out the Hunting Corner in Monroe City, Missouri, located in the Mark Twain Shopping Center, where all your hunting, fishing, and lawn care needs can be met. They are also your Red Max and Bad Boy lawnmower dealer. They have a full line of guns, ammo, and archery gear, along with all the rods, reels, and the latest fishing gear. Give them a call at 573-735-5406, or you can check them out at thehuntingcorner.com.